Hey, what's up everyone? Got a special video today coming to you from my living room, and I just want to let everyone know that 1 year ago today is when I arrived back in Washington from moving from Arizona. It's been quite a 365 days. Wow. So I've lived in 5 different places since I moved, Arizona, and then living in the Reed's basement. My good friends in Burien, who were kind enough to give me the space and just said, stay, as long as you need, take as long as you need to take, get yourself going and get back on your feet. And that was awesome. And then moving from there out to our good friend Pam's condo out in Renton, which was just offered to us because there was nobody living in it at the time. She said, you're welcome to it. And then when the girls got here, we just didn't have enough space for us all. And so she generously said, hey, she's got a townhouse out in Puyallup, and I know you guys are gonna be going to school out there and stuff, and go ahead and take that, and it was fully furnished, and she gave up her place for us, and we're forever grateful. And then from there to the house that we're in right now, which you guys have seen some of the videos and things, and getting things fixed up. But crazy, from Arizona to Burien to Renton to Puyallup to another place in Puyallup, all in a year. From selling a home to renting multiple places to buying a home. Work. I mean, for crying out loud, I go from working at Costco and being a realtor down in Arizona to my boss, Dave, taking a chance on me up here and hiring me into a completely new position, a completely new department. So there's new people and new responsibilities and things to learn, but at the same time, I'm in a leadership role, so then I've got to also not only learn on the fly, but also kind of lead people as well. And man, that has proved to be a very, very challenging task. But again, without the faith of having somebody taking a chance on me, it wouldn't have happened. What else? With the real estate, coming up here, starting with a completely new brokerage and having to get my license again and going through all the testing and different things. It's like starting all over again, and it's hard to kind of build that business back up as well. So I'm trying. I know you guys have been watching, and hopefully you send a bunch of stuff my way, take it as you're helping me. I can't do it without you. So feel generous and take pity on me. It hasn't been just a hard time for me. It's been challenging for my family as well. They were living down in Arizona without me for months, and the wife is trying to pack up the house all by herself. Well, with the help of, family and stuff like that. But, I'm not there to help on a daily basis and take the kids to school and sports and functions, and still she's working and stuff. So, I feel very blessed to have Carrie in my life. I can't do without her, just can't. But then you get the gut punch, when you get back up here, and I'm here for a month and I'm just barely getting situated, and you get the phone call from your dad saying, hey, I think cancer's back. And, it's urinating blood, and all of a sudden here it is come October, and we're taking him in to get, his bladder worked on again and seeing if they can get rid of the cancer like they did, 17 years ago, something like that. But again, you gotta be grateful because I'm here now at that time, whereas 1 month before I wouldn't have been, and he would have been going through this, I wouldn't say alone, but without me. And I hope you guys have kind of gotten a little bit of a scope of what it's been like for me to help and be part of what he's going through. He got lung cancer and bladder cancer, and then he's going through the chemo and all the hospitals. And I was out there just yesterday talking to the doctor and social workers about trying to get him into a rehab facility so that, he can hopefully get stronger and be able to take care of himself. And then you get up here and then like my uncle passes away. And it's just like, there's another kick to the groin, But again, I feel happy, not that he passed obviously, but just happy that my family's there, that I get to be with them as they share the memories and grieve and those kinds of things, as opposed to being 1,500 miles away. Just like a week and a half or so ago, I got a call from my grandmother, who's going to be 92 in a few days, and she has to have a heart procedure. So, being 92 and having a heart procedure, that worries me. That worries me a lot. And I can't really get into right now, like how much she means to me, because it's a longer story. I get real emotional about that. But I'm hoping it's just something that's fairly routine, and she can come out of that no problem. The kids, what have they gone through? For crying out loud, they've left their family, and they've left their friends, and they've left their school, and they've left, even though Delaney was born here, they left pretty much everything they've always known. And I thought for sure it was going to be a nightmare. I truly did. I was ready for that. There's my buddy Tucker. But they've been amazing. Absolutely amazing coming through this with just, they've adjusted, they've kept their grades up, they haven't gotten too sad or depressed about it. I mean, we've had our times and our nights and stuff where there's been tears and things, but I just, the resiliency of children is incredible to me, right? I mean, you guys all have kids. I'm sure your guys' kids, like mine, have gone through their own trials and their own hardships. And isn't it crazy to just see like how they kind of come out on the other side of that, and the way that they handle it through that? So that's impressive to me, honestly. Gosh, Carrie has had to leave her mom and sister and her extended family down there, which, they're all amazing people. We love all of them, and they're close to everybody, and I know a lot of people's families are like that, and that's awesome. But I also know that there's some people that are estranged from their families, and they're not like that. So, we're blessed to have them in our lives, and it was really, really hard for her to make that choice to leave. And then she's got to come up here, and I bought the house, guys. Listen to me. I bought the house, and she never even saw it. Okay? That is no joke. I was out looking for houses, and she wasn't even around at that time. I mean, she was here, but it wasn't like, she was with me while I was looking. And I saw it, and I said, that's the one. And I offered on it that night, and she had never even set foot in it, never even seen the outside of it. So, I mean, the courage that you have to display going through those kinds of things by her is just, it's awesome. So, all in all, it's been kind of a wild year, and with starting I didn't even think of that till right now. Gosh, so you throw that in the mix, and you throw the videos stuff in the mix, and all the little things along the way that have really kind of shaped that year. But the reason I wanted to do this, and the reason it took me so long, is because it's not because I don't feel grateful in my heart, and I don't feel thanks in my heart, because I do. It's just sometimes it takes me a while to think of everything and be able to verbalize it. So there's been a host of people along the way that have helped. I mean, from, just the family down there in Arizona being very supportive to, my good friends, the Reeds, for giving me a place to stay, and Pam for giving us 2 places to stay, for crying out loud. And the Nelsons for mostly emotionally supporting us through it all. And just, there's so many people to think of along the way that it's just hard to say everything. But a really good friend of mine asked me, she said, I want to see a video that shows how grateful you are. And this is unedited. So I just want you guys to know, Carrie, this one's for you. And that's it. I love you guys. And it's football season now, so go Hawks, right? Yeah.